Rise and face the east. And the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamkar, Yahweh, Malakothkar, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba Ratazar, Kawar, Hayah, Ba Shemayim, Lathananawa, Lakam, Kau, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawawafnawa, Kasalakanawa, Kawawasyanawa, Wala'ah, Thabayainawa, Wanasaya 1, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwas, Waha'ala, Wahafaparif, La'arulamyan, Amen. And in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. The prayer for the Hakak, which is the power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, Baba Kashar, Lathananawa, Hakak, La Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Taha, Hamatazarayan, Hakak, La Hakriyam, Hamathiam, Hakak, Arukal Wath, Hatama Allah, Lagaran Shan, Ba'ashem Yahshai, the water, Amen. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal for all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Watah Zaba Ya'ah, Allah Wap Yahana, Ha Allah Wapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kotazayanyam, Ha Kalyayayam, Wa Akwafyam, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water, Amen. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asher Ayanya, Al Hahayim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ar, Izaria, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa Ratazah, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamaka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'aya Kayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Taza Afka, Wabawa Aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'aid Iwalam, Amen. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, and from this time forth, and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Fashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awaba Yaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al I Makar, Ya I Rumwa, Sawadar, Wa Ya Adar, Ya I Tazawar, Al Tazapa One Yakar, Amarwa, Lakarwa, One the Kokadun, Magalia, Wala Al Yazakar, Shum Yasha Allah, I Wadar, Kayar, Noah I Tazawar, Labar, Yakadwa, Al Yakar, Bariyaf, Yakarafwa, Al Hayar, Al Dawam, Wa Yashama Alayim, Mawa'aba, Wa Hagayim, Gabal, Wa Imawan, Wa Imalak, Palashaf, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawar, Imam, Hayawar, Zarwai, Laban Yalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamagyam, Kasaya Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Dara, Wakaza Ba, Wakaza Bak, Wakata Zal Manai, Kal Nasaya Kamwa, Shah, Amarwa, Naira Shah, Lana Wa, Uth, Na'awaf, Alahaya, Alahaya, Shai Damwa, Kagal Gala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakar, Ka'ash, Saba'ira, Ya'ira, Wakalaba, Salahat, Haryam, Karn, Thuradutmar, Basa'ira Kar, Wabasawa Puffkar, Sabalaham, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwanawan, Wiyabashkwa, Shamkar, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wiyabalawa, Ida Id, Wiyakapawa, Wiyabadwa, Wiyadaiwa, Kaya Adar, Shamkar, Yahawa, Labadkar, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Aratazar. Oh man. And in the English, keep not thou silence, O my power, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Zalmunna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of the Most High in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stone before the wind, as the fire that burneth for wood, and as the flame that setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. And the curse is, Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, Baba Kishar, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into their sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posakomatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabar Allah come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. And with that, we'll be seated. All right, so Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahshua B'Katham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shema Alathon Hashem Yahshua to the sisters. Yeah, Christian Malik, yeah, you are a Christian. And you know, that Christianity ain't gonna save nothing. When the Lord comes down and sends our King Yahushua to slaughter all our enemies and bring down this wicked, vile, disgusting kingdom. Okay? So you can be a Christian all you want, love your oppressor. You can die with them too. All right? So now, let's get it. So now we're getting into, I believe it was in Deuteronomy. I have to double check actually. Let's see. Let's double check where we was at. Okay. Okay, no sweat. So what we'll do, we will now go into Deuteronomy. All right, we'll start from Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 1. We'll start. So do 7 verses in the Hebrew, 7 verses in the English. So today we're going to go through about 14 verses in total. All right. La'a yaha yaha. Laqa nayam. Laqa nayam. Ha lawayam. Ha lawayam. Kal. Shabbat. Lawaya. Halak. It's like a kalak. Wa nakala. Wa nakala. I'm Yasha Allah. Ashaya. Ashaya. Yahweh. One Nakar Lathawa. One Nakar Lathawa. Ya'ar Kalawan. So verse 2. Wanak Wanak La Yahaya Yaha Lawa Bar Karab Akar Yawa Yahweh Hawa Nakar La'afwa Lathawa Slaki Nakar Lathawa Ka'ashar Dabar Lawa. Wazar Yaha Yahaya, right? Mashapat Hakar Nayam Ma'ath Ha'im Ma'ath Ma'atha Zabakya Haz Hazabak Amar Shawar Amar Shah Wanathan Lakahan Hazarai Wahal Lakayam Wahal Wa Ha Karaba Waha Karaba. Ashiath the Garnak Thaya Rashak Thayar Rashak Wa Yatazar Rak Wa Yatazarak Wa Ra'ashiath Gazar Taza'anak Fathan Lawa Kaya Bawa Bakar Yahweh Alahayak Makal Shabbatyak La Aymar La Aymar La Sharath Basham Yahweh Hawa'ah Wabah Nawah. It's like Wabah Nayawa Kal Hayamayam Yamayam Hayamayam Kal Hayamayam Wa Kaya Yaba'a Halawaya Ma'aka it's like Ma'akad Shaba Sha'irayak Ma'kal Yasha'ala Ashar Hawa'a Gar Gara Sham Waba'a Bakal Awath Napashwa Al Hamakwam Ashar Yabakar Yahweh. Right. Wa Sharath Basham Yahweh. Alahayawa Kakal Akayawa Halayawam Halawayam Ha'imad Ha'imadiam Sham Lapanya Yahweh. Alright, so that's 7 verses in Hebrew. So we're gonna go back to verse 1. 18, Deuteronomy 18 and verse 1. The Levites, the priest, the Levites, and all the tribe of Levi shall have no part nor inheritance with Israel. They shall eat the offerings of the Lord made by fire and his inheritance. So of course, in times of old, the Levites did not have a specific plot of land. They were among all the tribes committing to the priesthood. You understand? Because aforetime there was only your camera's out. Let me adjust the camera. Right, no, so we're back online. Right. So the priest of all time, there was only Levites. But today we honor the priesthood of Melchizedek, man. You understand? Malachi Tazadak. You understand? The king of righteousness. That's the priesthood we're under right now. You understand? But of old time, the priests will always get the offerings of the Lord. The things that were sacrificed to the Lord will go to the Levites. You understand? They are his servants. You understand? Verse 2. Therefore shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. The Most High is their inheritance, and he hath said unto them. Verse 3. And this shall be the priests due from the people, from them that offer a sacrifice, whether it be ox or sheep, and they shall give unto the priest the shoulder and the 2 cheeks and the maw. You understand? Verse 4. The first fruit also of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thy oil, and the first fleece of thy sheep, thou shalt give him. So understand, the offerings that you bestow, are given to the Lord, are given to the priest, man. Just like your tithes, you understand? So these are the sacrifices and the first fruits that you give to the priest. Everything that you give to the Lord according to the law, that's what you give to the priest, man. You understand? Verse 5. For the Most High Power have chosen him out of all thy tribes to stand to minister in the name of Yahweh, him and his sons forever. You understand? Verse 6. And if a Levite come from any of thy gates out of all Israel, where he sojourned, and come with all the desire of his mind unto the place of the Lord, shall choose. Verse 7. Then he shall minister in the name of Yahweh the Most High, as all his brethren, the Levites, do. which stand there before the Most High. Okay, so now we're gonna go from verse 8 in the Hebrew. Kalak, kakalak, ya'a, kalawa, labad, mama, karayawa, il, ha'a, bawath. Verse 9. Kaya, Atha, Ba'a, Al, Ha'a Ratazar, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayak, Nathan, Laka, La'a, Thalama, Lamad, Salaki, Thalamad, La'aishawath, Ka, Thawaibath, Hagar, Wayam, Haham, La'a, Yamataza'a, Bak, Bakar, Salaki, Bakar, Ma'ai Bayar, Banawa, Wa, Bathawa, Ba'ash, Ba'ash, Kwasam, Mayam, Ma'ai Wanan, Wa, Mana Kash, Wa, Makar Shapat, Slaki, Wa, Makashap, Wakabar, Wakabar, Kabar, Wa Yasha'al, Wa Sha'al, Awab, Wayad Da'ainaya, Wayad Da'ainaya, Wadarash, Al, Hama'athyam, Hamathayam, Kaya, Thawaibath, Yahweh, Kal, Aishar, Allah, Wa, Bagalal, Ha, Thawaibath, Ha, Allah, Yahweh, Alahayak, Mawai, Mawarayash, 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 Yash, Khan, Rayash. Okay. Al Watham, Mapa Nayak, Thamayam, Thahaya, I'm Yahweh, Alahayak, Kaya, Hagar Wayam, Ha Allah, Ashar, Atha, Yawarash, Al Watham, Al Ma'ainanayam, Wa'al, Kwasamayam, Kwasamayam, Yasham, Yashamaiwa, Wa'atha, La'a, Khan, Nathan, Lakar, Yahweh, Alahaya. All right, so that is another 7 verses. So we'll start from verse 8 in the English. All right, verse 8. And they shall have like portions to eat besides that which cometh of the sale of his patrimony. All right, verse 9. When thou art come into the land which the Most High power giveth thee, thou shalt not lean to do after the abominations of those nations. You understand? We should not follow after these nations, man. We should follow our power. You understand? Verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. So understand this, man. We was given command to not have our sons or daughters be passed through the fire, meaning what? There is an old Moabitish false god, right? Called Molech, and this was a god with a figure of a bull and a man, right? It is a man's body and a bull's head, and there was a fire god, right? And to sacrifice unto that god, you put your children in the fire in the bosom of that statue, that metal statue, right? That's what that's talking about. The divinations is all them people who say they've seen things and they know the future, right? People that say you know what I'm saying, all these things that are not of our culture but the other nations do keep. You understand? Many of our brothers don't even know it, but they're witches today, man. They're witches because they cast a spell on their people. They sell them those herbs, those drugs, and they burn those fumes. And what do? They cast a spell on their brothers because why? They're now addicted to that, man. And they come to them, and that's how they get their money. Their lives are controlled by that drug. You understand? These are all things that we were never meant to do, man. You understand? We were never meant to follow these customs and ways. All right, reading on. Verse 11. Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits. So consult with familiar spirits. You understand? Those that say they see the dead people, they can speak to your mom or your granddad that died. You understand? Using their hocus pocus, all that nonsense, man. That's not our way. You understand? Or a wizard or a necromancer, someone that deals with the dead. Someone say the same things. They can speak with the dead, consult with familiar spirits. They can speak to spirits and all of that. All of that is nonsense, man. None of that is our way. That's not our culture. Verse 12. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Most High, and because of these abominations, thy power doth drive them out from before thee. You understand? Verse 13. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy power. You understand? Verse 14. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearkened unto the observers of times, unto the diviners, right? The diviners, right? Divination, you know what I'm saying? But as for thee, the Most High power, Yahweh, have not suffered thee to do so. So all these other nations, they keep these customs, man. They do these vile things. They keep Christmas and and what's the other one? Eid and all these holidays and celebrate, you know, the religions of Islam and Christianity and all these vile, disgusting things, man. These are for these other nations, but not for us, man. The Lord has not suffered us to commit to these vile, disgusting things, man. You understand? So with that, I margin, rise and face the evil. And the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abba Nawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamkar, Yahweh, Malakothkar. Daba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Bar Rataza, Hawa, Haya, Bashamayim, the Thanawa, Lakam, Kao, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawawasnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawasyanawa, Wala'a, Daba Ya'inawa, Banasai 1, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwas, Waha'ala, Wahafaparas, La'ayulamyan, Aman. And in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. The prayer for the Hakak. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kishar, the thunder now, Hakak, Lara Pa'ar, Kal Makala, Kal Madawa, Hakak, Lataha, Hamatazarayan, Hakak, Lahapian, Hamathian, Hakak, Arakar Waf, Hatama Allah, Lagara Shan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water, Amen. And in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matah Zaba Ya'ar, Allah Wap Yahana, Ha Allah Wapyan, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kotazayanyan, Ha Kayayayim, Wa Akwafyan, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water, Amen. And bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asher Ayanya, Al Hahayim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ar, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa Ratazah, Al Nathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamaka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yeshan, Sharamar, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamaka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yan, Yam Yamka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'aya Kayaka, Wayarak, Balaya La, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makau Rai, Yashama, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashama Taza Afka, Wabawa Aka, Aifa, Wa'aid Iwalam. Amen. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayah Lakar, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Thashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awaba Yakar, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al I Makar, Ya I Ramwa, Sawadar, Wa Ya Athar, Ya I Tazawar, Al Tazapa Wanikar, Amarwa, Lakarwa, Wanakakadam, Magaria, Wala Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, I Wadar, Kayar, Na'ai Watatlaka, Noa Tazawar, Labar, Yakadwa, Al Yakar, Bariaf, Yakarafwa, Al Hayar, Al Wam, Wa Yashama Alayim, Mawa Abba, Wa Hagayim, Gabal, Wa Imawan, Wa Imalak, Palashaf, Ain Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hawai, Hayawa, Zarwai, Laban Yalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'ar, Kayabyan, Balakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Dara, Hayawa, Daman, La Damar, Domwa, Ladar Yabmawa, Kairab, Wakazazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazalmanai, Kal Messiah Komwa, Shah, Marwa, Nair Shah, Lanawa, Uth, Naawaf, Alahaya, Shaya Domwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Thabaya Ira, Wakalaba, Falahat, Harium, Khan, Thoradakma, Basa Iraka, Wabasawa Pafka, Tabalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Kalawan, Wiyabashwa, Shamkar, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wiyabalawa, Ida Id, Wiyakapawa, Wiyabadwa, Wiyadaiwa, Kaya Da, Shamkar, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Alkaha Arataza, Aman. And in English, keep not thou silence, O my power, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, and the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabar and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of the Most High in possession. O my power, make them like a will, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire that burneth for wood, and as the flame that setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, Baba Kashar, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to get to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pozakomatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabaya Allah come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. And with that, I margin Shabbat, I margin Barak, Yahweh Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatam, Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yajim Matah, class dismissed.